Sir.
Sir.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure's all yours.
I met a couple over there, a family over there. They said they are the Commanders' #1 fan, and I said, I don't know anybody that's the. Do you root for the Commanders?
Absolutely. I mean, the Commanders represent the city I was born in, the city I went to high school in, but I mean, I'm never played for the Commanders, so I can't really.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you feel a kinship still?
I mean, yeah, because it's. I mean, to be honest, to borrow a line from Jerry Seinfeld, all sports fans are just rooting for laundry anyway. So you know what I'm saying? Like, as somebody who's seen the other side of the professional football business, like, I'm from Baltimore. I went to high school in D.C. I was born in D.C. My favorite team was the Seahawks because they treated me the best while I was there.
Just take one step closer.
This guy's in my shot. This guy's in my shot doesn't even buy my merch. Like, what is going on?
Motherfucker.
Jeez.
But we also we can get really attached to players. So it's not just the colors.
You can get attached to them, but the owners don't get attached to them. They get rid of them motherfuckers the first chance they get.
They do.
So, I mean, it's laundry at the end of the day.
But we are in a time now, right? It's very different. So I know I don't look that old, but I'm about to turn 50.
Wow.
So I've watched this player empowerment thing happen, right? Like, I remember when I was a kid, I hate to do this to you now because it's like, who gives a shit? But I'm just going to tell you, there was a Sports Illustrated cover that was like, Mike Schmidt, the $1 million man. Like, that was a huge deal.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
mean, like, now
sports is $1 billion business.
But now that's like not even the worst guy's contract.
No. I mean, to be honest with you, they still should be making more money than they are getting. The owners are still getting a way bigger slice of the pie in every league, in every organization, including wrestling. And the players, the ones that are actively out there doing what needs to be done, are getting a good compensation, but they're not getting what they deserve in any sport or any league. Let's keep it a buck.
Did you know, like, were you always thinking ahead?
Yeah. I said that the Redskins logo was racist 2 years before it got taken away, and I was vilified for it in the media. I was vilified, and guess what? Turns out I was right all along.
That's not what I was asking, but good on
all
you.
Facts.
We all knew it was fucking racist. I live in Atlanta, and they still do this. Right?
Tomahawk chop?
Yes. Not a good look for them. So I'm saying, in terms of your skills, you clearly have skills on the mic.
Obviously.
You clearly have a good business sense. So when you were playing, where you're like, okay, I've got X amount of years, I better start thinking ahead to, like, because I know now you've got, buried treasures and like all that stuff. So I'm just saying, how far ahead were you thinking when you were playing?
Always thinking ahead, man. I've always been 2 steps ahead of everybody else. I've been doing the wrestling rap character since 2018, okay? So I've always been ahead of the curve on everybody. I understand what in this world gets people to react and what resonates with the general public. The reason being is because I come from humble beginnings and I worked my ass off to get everything that I have. And nobody ever handed me shit. Nobody ever said, hey, you got a cool dad. Here's something that you can have. My dad and my mom my dad worked in the public school system. You know what I'm saying? My mom worked for Verizon in customer service. I never got nothing handed to me my whole life. So I know how to get it out the mud. And when you actively and authentically are known for being yourself, doing your own thing, and having people relate to that, that's why so many people really appreciate and respect everything that I do and everything that I say, because I'm not one of these cornballs out here that'll say one thing on camera to sound cool and then go back behind camera and be a douchebag. That's not me. I'm the same person all the time. And if you don't like how I am, I feel like that's on you, because I ain't never done nothing to nobody I've never disrespected anybody in this business or any business that I've ever done that didn't disrespect me first. And I would love for someone to try to prove me wrong.
So when you said vilified back when that happened.
Yeah, perfect example.
Was it teammates, or were teammates like
no,
we
the media.
You?
The media crushed me in D.C. When I said that the Redskins logo was racist, the same media that begs me to do interviews for them now in D.C., yeah, that same media.
And you're like,
no, I still do the interviews, but I do the interviews and I tell them, hey, I remember 2 years ago when you said that I wasn't shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between me and these other guys. I don't hold grudges. I just make you hold on to your word and stand on everything you said.
Who do you like better, Kornheiser or Wilbon?
Wilbon.
Because
that's a brother. You know what I'm saying? I got to support the brothers. I mean, let's be real.
I love those guys.
Yeah.
Those guys, honestly, I was so sick of every idiot talking head. And like 10 years ago, someone was like, you got to watch these two guys.
Yeah, they're great.
They make fun of each other.
Yeah.
They don't pretend to know.
They're friends.
But also, they don't pretend, like all these jackasses, like pretend to know everything about everything. Like, they're like, we never watch soccer. We don't know NASCAR.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Tony can't even stay up late enough to watch the game. And that's what I love about it. But here's what, like, my wife and I, it's like a drinking game. Wilbon has usually about 30 to 45 seconds before he's going to say how well he knows somebody. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit much.
I mean, he probably knows him, though.
I know, but but it would be like if you here, you were like, oh, I worked with that guy. Like you know what I mean? Like, just let it go, Wilbon. We get it. You're famous. You've been around.
Yeah, I mean, but he's the man, though. You know, some people, and this happens to me sometimes, too, some people see confidence as arrogance. Well, I see confidence as confidence.
No, you're a confident guy, but you don't feel the need to go, oh, I watched this kid since he played in high school. I wrote about him in the whatever, dude.
But at the same time, I don't feel the need, but like everybody different. To me,
it's all good. It's all good. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
This guy walks in the shot, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't even buy my merch. How you gonna walk in the shot and not buy my merch? That's just rude. But you gotta understand that everybody in this business, the whole point of the sports talking head business is to sound like you know everything and to sound like what you're saying is gospel.
But I hate all those guys.
I mean, me too.
I don't listen to fucking Stephen A. I don't listen to whatever those idiots are.
I mean, I don't listen to none of that. When I get in my car, I listen to hip-hop. I listen to music. That's how I stay abreast with the culture.
Okay.
Because I'm actively influenced by it.
How did you find these guys? How did this all happen?
We met in the PC. I was already doing the music faction before I got to WWE. We met in the PC. Tahuti is a beautiful man. You know what I'm saying? And a hell of a worker. So
He's a beautiful man. I stood close to him yesterday.
He's a beautiful man.
And I was like, he's a beautiful man.
Beautiful man.
We talked yesterday.
Beautiful. Just a beautiful man. Look at him. Veins popping.
Are you a bodybuilder, too?
Yes, he is. Look at him.
That was a straight bodybuilder pose, though. You didn't just.
Yeah. You see that?
Well, he's sucking that in. I can do that.
You see that?
You didn't just flex. You did the actual.
The man looks good.
No, he looks great.
And then, I mean, do I even have to mention Brianna? She's a smoke show.
We don't even.
Absolute. The vibe. It's the vibe. I mean, a picture is worth 1,000 words.
Tell people where they can find all things you.
You can follow me on social media at AJFrancis410. All social media, that's Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, not OnlyFans. Anywhere that you can find me at AJFrancis410.
And what are the things you have coming up next you'd like people to know about?
The things I got coming up next, I really can't tell people about, to be completely honest with you. I got some really big things coming up, and it's money season. I feel like I've spent the last 2 years going out of my way to create something for someone else, and it wasn't appreciated. So now I'm going to do it for my damn self.
It's time to get paid. All right, well, thank you for doing this.